Alex, I know you'll take the 2 points, but what did you think of the overall performance tonight?
I thought we were pretty good. A little slow to start, and then, I think we had a lot of chances. Obviously, Talbot came up big when they had their chances, and I think we definitely got to limit some chances from them. But overall, 2 points is 2 points.
Cam, you want to just take us through that final save there, exactly what you saw on it, and then also exactly, you played in the playoffs many times in your career. As one of the veterans on this team, is there any particular wisdom you're sharing with the group, or do you kind of prefer to more lead by example?
I'll start with the first part. The last one I was just trying to stay patient. I saw Jones head at the top, lost sight of the puck for a second. When it goes to the flank, I'm thinking he's probably putting it towards the net with that much time left. He makes a good play through the seam. From there, it's just desperation. Get as much of my body as I can to the other side of the net. Make the save. Luckily, it fell right underneath me, and I was able to cover it up and not give him a second chance. So, and then to your second part, for me personally, I'm more of a lead by example kind of guy. I don't really like to say too much in the room. I like to let my work ethic and my professionalism kind of show the way. So the guys are doing a heck of a job right now, and I'll just keep doing everything I can do to give us a chance.
Kat, how are you guys kind of navigating these tight games down the stretch? Obviously learning through some of these experiences too, and just the importance of getting those wins.
Yeah, I think we're doing a pretty good job of playing with the lead. Not sitting back too much, still trying to get our chances. But, there's a learning curve there too. I think, all year we've been kind of up and down with that and playing with the lead in the third period and not sitting back too much. So today was all right. I think we still have better, and we could still control the play a lot more in the third period. But, I think overall it's getting better.
Hey, Alex, it's still a bit early, but is it starting to feel a little similar to last year when you guys went on that late season charge? And I don't know, is it kind of feeling like that a little bit, the way you guys are playing and all?
Yeah, for sure. I think, guys have stepped up in big moments, and obviously last year and then so far this year too. These past 2 games have been, good for us to get these wins against really good teams. So, moving down, we got to do it on the road, and just like we've done it at home. So, it's another challenge for us.
Hey, Alex, 35 points. You guys taking some grief for the empty netter at the end there?
Yeah, that's tough. I would like to put that in the net and shut down the game. Obviously, it didn't go that way. I think, my last 2 empty netters have hit the post and in. So, I was bound to hit one off the post and not go in. So, next time I'm going to try to put it right in the middle of the net and end the game and give them no life. So, I'll work on those in practice tomorrow.
Cam, with 4 or 5 teams battling for that one spot there, just how much scoreboard watching are you doing now? I see Montreal is playing in Nashville tonight. How closely are you following these other teams that you're battling with?
Yeah, you're definitely looking outside. We know that we need help right now. We've got to jump more than one team to make it in. So obviously we have to keep taking care of our business, but we do need some help around the league as well. So I'd be lying if I said that we're not looking at the scores around the league, but at the same time we have to continue to focus on what we can control, and that's what that's our game. As long as we take care of business, then that's all we can really ask from ourselves, and hopefully that'll be enough.
That's a lot of seriousness. The pucks probably didn't go into you last year the way you wanted them to, but it seems like you're back to your goal scoring ways this year. Just what's felt good about this season, and what's maybe different for you?
I think a lot more puck luck this year for sure, and I think just consistency in my play. I think I had quite a few dips in my play last year, and this year just trying to do a better job of being consistent, just work hard even when it's not going in, and find a way to get to the net and put them in. I think that's it's tough. I feel like sometimes you could play your best game and not score, and sometimes you can play your worst game and have 2 or 3. So sometimes you need the luck on your side, and but I think that work ethic is really what drives everything.
Cam, Todd's talked about trying to keep things small, and I know you guys talk all the time about trying to avoid the highs and lows. But when you get on you points in 4 straight now, can you kind of feel a little energy with that comes kind of right in the ship?
Yeah, you just have to channel that energy the right way. Like you said, you can't get too high, you can't get too low. You have to kind of stay even keel, but you can also, take the momentum from this game and just keep trying to build and build and build, and the confidence that comes with the wins. You just want to continue to play with that confidence, and like Kat said, we got to take it on the road, and obviously Tuesday is going to be probably one of the biggest games of the year right now. So they're the team that we're trying to catch right now. So it's going to be a 4-point game. So we definitely want to ride the momentum and the confidence that we're getting from these wins into that tough building.
And Cam, I know you don't control when you get the net, but you've been getting it pretty regularly now. How much does that change your mindset and preparation when you know coming to the rink you're going to be in?
Yeah, I try to prepare the same way no matter what. I come to the rink every day, ready to work, no matter whether I'm playing the next night or whether it's a week between starts. I try to approach every day the same way. Go out, challenge these guys to score goals in practice, and just continue to build my game and be ready for the next start. So obviously, right now you want the net in these situations, and I don't take that lightly. This is a time of year that you want your team to count on you, and it's been nice that the coaching staff and the guys have had my back, and they're confident with me in there. So I'm just trying to do whatever I can to help this group win, and obviously these guys are doing a heck of a job in front of me.
Alex, obviously you've beaten some good teams here just recently, but Montreal gives you the only chance you'll get to, face the team that you're battling with. Like, can you describe how big that is? The game in Montreal, you're battling, trying to get back, regardless of what they do tonight.
Yeah, like Cam said, it's probably the biggest game of the year. We definitely got to come ready to play. Montreal's a fun building to play in, so I don't think we're gonna have any problem getting up for the game and being ready to go. So just a matter of playing our game and doing whatever we can to win. I think we've done a good job these past few games, and we got to continue that.
Todd, how key has Cam's play been of late?
Oh, I can't tip my hat to him enough. Good goaltending gives you an opportunity, and it doesn't have to be every save, but it has to be the saves. And he made a couple of those tonight again, reminiscent of Boston, I would think. Is that where he had? Yeah, almost the same spot, same type of shot, but he made a couple earlier as well. So team is very confident in him right now, and that's a real good thing to have at this time of the year.
And I know you'll take the 2 points, but what did you think of the performance overall?
Well, we will take the 2 points, and we're not going to overanalyze it. Sometimes that question gets asked because the team was ragged and not real good. We had part of that, and then sometimes that question gets asked because of players that weren't playing on the other team. What often happens is the workers get an opportunity they've been waiting, and I thought their workers really worked tonight. It made it hard on us to execute plays. There wasn't a lot of, and if I say this, I mean it respectfully to all the players in the game, there was less skill in the game. So there was more scramble plays, there was more sticks that just touch pucks, there was more scrums and standing over it, less execution, and sometimes that's hard to play. And so I think we have better. We relied on a good goaltending performance. Power play got us a goal, it was the difference. Penalty kill got the job done when it needed to. But we also have to consider the type of frustration that can be in that type of game when those type of players are out.
Hey, Todd, do you feel that you guys are gaining some momentum here, even despite all that?
Yeah, we are. Considering where we were, 2 weeks ago, coming off a 6-game losing streak, we've had to play some tough teams here. St. Louis on a 12-game winning streak. Carolina's, whatever they were, coming in 12-2, playing the Stanley Cup champs. Everybody talked about the strength of the schedule down the stretch. Again, finding ways to get points. It doesn't always have to be pretty. Sometimes it won't be. But at the end of the day, the points are important.
Is there something in Cam's game that's really stood out to you over the last 2 weeks, or is this just kind of the ebbs and flows of goaltending?
Well, I think for me, in knowing Talbot and his, I've been with him for a long time, the track record. When Peter came in and Alex went in and had a couple starts or a couple runs, Talbot's had a chance to work on his game, and he got rested. And now he looks fresh. He looks focused. His game's on. So perhaps that helped him. But whatever it is, we're going to need him to keep doing it.
Todd, and it seems like when you need a goal lately and for a while now this season, DeBrincat stepped up. I mean, how nice is it just having a sniper like that to step up for you at those times?
Well, important. Timely goals, just like timely saves. He seems to get one just to, to put us over the hump sometimes. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, really. It's so important, and he's got, when it's on his tape, he actually missed probably the shot that he wanted to hit 30 seconds before in the power play. And when he came to the bench, we were giggling about it a little bit. He made the hard one and let the easy one go. But in any case, timely goals, competitive guy. You can count on him to get 2 or 3 scoring chances a night, and if he makes good on them, it certainly helps.
I believe JT's got 2 goals in his last 3. Are you seeing a little confidence brewing with him in his play as of late?
He should have had 3 in his last 3 because he should have had 2 tonight when the open net was there and he was on his forehand. And, I tip my hat to him for thinking about teammates and stuff like that. But trust him a lot in that situation. Shoot in the empty net, go line up at 3-0, we win the game. But he's played well lately. He's skating and he's involved. He's leading instead of trailing in a shift. He's involved a lot. We've talked about it with him, and we're catching him doing it right, and we want him to keep doing it now.
Todd, Alex is obviously known first as a goal scorer, but I don't know what you knew or thought about him from afar before coming here, but in what ways has maybe his all-around game impressed you, surprised you maybe even?
Not necessarily surprised. We knew this player was very competitive. We'd seen him play, and there's an element of toughness and feistiness in him. For me, it's the defensive acumen, the ability to break plays up and work coming back. Sometimes in some of those scorers, there's a cheat element and not a total commitment to the return to your own end play. I don't see that with Cat. I think it's there all the time.
Todd, you kind of alluded to it yesterday when some of these lineups like Carolina rested, a couple people. These guys were resting a lot of people tonight with hurt, they were hurt. Does it make it doubly more important? And then does it change the way you guys think about, heading into these games?
Yeah, it's funny because I was saying before, I almost wish some of those guys were in the lineup because you look over and warm up and you go, well, where is everybody? And then you don't have, I don't want to say you disrespect or anything, but you let your guard down a little bit and the workers come out. The fancy plays, that's what I was trying to say earlier. We used to, reminiscing now, I remember going to Colorado with this Detroit team and playing exhibition games, and the home team would dress their aces and we'd take the workers, and inevitably we'd win on the road and they'd come here and we'd play our aces and they'd bring their workers and they'd win. That's just how it works sometimes, and sometimes it's tougher to play in that environment. We can't control who we face, what the lineup's like, who plays, how much they play. We can control what we can, and I don't know what we're going to get moving forward, but it really doesn't matter.